Alright, what is up guys? This is Baron Von Raider here, and I'm going to be talking about my SCUF controller today, and I'm just going to drop some C-Town Search and Destroy footage in the background. Here I am just rolling MP5 with Extreme Conditioning, Assassin, Dead Silence, even though Dead Silence is entirely useless. But anyways, well, unless you're playing competitive matches where Cigarette Pro isn't allowed, then, you know, Dead Silence obviously becomes really nice again. But yeah, so about the controller, many of you are probably wondering, just straight up, is it worth it? And I will say yes immediately. But here's the thing: it is quite expensive. It's about you know, if you get it all with, you know, everything that SCUF advertises, it's about $160. So it depends on like where your money is. I would say, like, if you do spend a lot of money on video games, but maybe, you know, you only play shooters sometimes, then it's probably definitely worth it. But I would actually recommend probably to skip it if you know, you're not completely 100% about the shooters. Personally, that's what I think. But the biggest thing about the controller, that's probably the best part about it, in my opinion, is the back paddles. Where I have, for me, A and B, which is standard, what most people use, because those are the two most commonly used buttons if you're you know, if you're playing Call of Duty. And so jump and crouch, and so that also allows you to move melee if you're one of those tactical users. Allows you to move melee back to the right thumbstick, so you have access to all of that without ever having to take your thumb off the right thumbstick, which is really awesome. And so that's probably the biggest thing. And then the next thing that's really nice about it is the triggers. So there's trigger stops, which stops the trigger from going down past a certain point, so that allows you to come off the trigger faster, so you can feather it a little bit easier. It doesn't limit you. It just goes down to the minimum point at which you need to fire the gun. And then you can also adjust the trigger's height, the starting height, so you don't have to go down as far to shoot the gun, which is really nice, obviously, and it increases your reaction time essentially. And so, you know, that's vital. I mean, every single millisecond in Call of Duty matters. And then the sticks are what you can change next about it. And for me, I actually have the stock left stick. I actually like that one personally. And then I have the right one domed because it does increase your control quite a bit, actually, impressively enough. And so I would say those are the main features, and you can get the rumble pack taken out, which is also nice, you know, no rumble, which, you know, I guess some people would like that, but for me personally, taking them out is really good. And so then you guys are probably wondering, okay, so how exactly does that transfer into gameplay? Like, what does that actually mean? So what this allows you to do really is, I wouldn't say it does slightly help your, just, you know, your straight up one-on-one battles. What it does is it allows you to move a lot more fluidly, I'd say. Like being able to get up over, you know, a little building, or get up over just obstacles, and then, you know, crouching around obstacles, or, you know, jumping and then trying to, you know, essentially drop shot or flying drop shot. It enables you to do that really easily. Then those are probably the main things. Your sticks are really responsive. I feel like they are more responsive, which is impressive. And so, you know, things just happen a little bit more quickly, which, you know, means everything in Call of Duty and any shooter. You have to have it set up a little bit different if you're going to be playing Battlefield or Halo. And so, they have those things on SCUF.com, so you can go see it, and they'll tell you, you know, okay, here's what you want for Call of Duty, here's what you want for Halo, here's what you want for Battlefield. So I definitely recommend doing that. And so, all in all, the SCUF controller is really nice. You can choose all crazy logos, or, you know, crazy designs and decals on them and stuff like that. For me personally, I'm going to link the product that I have. I have the Hornet. It's just a standard yellow face, bright yellow, with a black sort of controller, and then I also have the blacked out buttons because they look really cool. And so, yeah, it doesn't really mean too much to have the blacked out buttons, but yeah, so the SCUF controller, it is pretty solid. I'd say, you know, the $160 price tag is pretty steep, but, you know, if you're one of those guys, you know, and there's a lot of you guys who, you know, you have Call of Duty Elite, you have Call of Duty every single year, you have a headset, you know, it probably is worth it to pick up the controller. I mean, it does significantly improve your gameplay. It's much lighter. It's really, really nice. And a forewarning, though, if you have Astro A50s, the voice does not work. I think they're working on a fix right now. I'm actually sending in my headset, which kind of sucks because I may not be able to do Call of Duty videos for maybe a week. So I'm going to try to build up some footage and then edit it during that time while I'm gone, while the stuff is gone. So, yeah, so the voice doesn't really, it registers into your headset, but you can't get voice to go out from yourself, so that kind of sucks. But, you know, they've been really great about it. You know, I'm just going to ship them the controller, and they say they have a fix now, which is really, really cool. So I'm going to be sending it out here hopefully in the next few days. But yeah, all in all, SCUF Controller, really, really awesome. I recommend it if you're a super hardcore guy and, you know, you're just, you know, when you have $160 or you're thinking about saving up for it, I do recommend it. I think it is a really, really good pickup for your gaming. So, yeah, alright, so thanks for coming in, guys. You know, like, subscribe, all that awesome stuff. You know, just thanks for coming in and hope to see you next time.
Oh, there goes that game.
I left this lobby to come pick you up and then you get back to me.